Agatha, stop!
No, don't.
Agatha!
Hi, I'm Jessa.
And I'm Alex. And this is Jess and Alex Watch.
Agatha All Along. Season 1, Episode 5, Darkest Hour. Wake thy power.
And if you've been listening to the Agatha All Along song as much as I have, I just sing these titles now. I put it on my spooky playlist, which I've almost
like the original one, or are you doing
both are in
nice,
both
nice.
are in my playlist.
Do you think we're gonna get another version?
I think we might. At least a reprise.
Yeah. I got to. Let's see, we've done like a 70s. You know what would be fun? Sorry, let me complete that thought. We've done like a 70s rock version. I think I would love maybe when we do this could be Patty's trial coming up. I don't know. But if we're doing like a medieval thing for Patty, if we had like pipe and drum,
a siren song version.
Ooh, yeah, that would be cool. I was thinking like, Henry VIII's court kind of.
We went different vibes medieval. I was like,
yes.
In the water.
Yeah, exactly so. I think the most important thing is though we need to get Patty in the front of the vocals at some point.
It's a joke at this point.
I think
it is because also her background vocals in Down Down are so funny. Like her line, because you can hear her line because it's so crisp.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like a singer, but like Patty is like Patty. So
yes.
It's just like down. It's like, like, Patty, you must stop.
They were like, we're just going to pull you back a little bit, Patty. No, they did not say that, actually.
No.
They just went.
They went. Because at the end of that song, it's like carried by Patty. Like her line is like the tolling of the road bell.
Yeah.
Anyway. I do want her in the front. Like when they had her playing the triangles.
Yes.
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy for that.
Yes. So
where are we going this week? Did we see it on like here's what we're gonna see?
I think it was in the trailer, yes. Mm-hmm. And I think they've released some more photos. It looks like we're doing like classic 80s horror. My guess is
I love 80s horror.
I kind of think it's going to be teens because that feels like a youth would be like, this is what I'm really into.
I Know What You Did Last Summer vibes, Scream, like all of the like Friday the 13th, like all of the like major, like I would say trend-setting classic horror movies are like 80s horror movies that like changed the genre, I guess, to be more teen focused.
Sure.
So I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
Yeah. Could be wrong. We still have Patty's trial and Agatha and Rio's
trial.
She's getting a trial.
I think she's got to.
Is she? Okay, so let's talk about her.
Let's talk about little Miss Rio.
So we said that we thought that you called her a Grimm specifically.
I did.
Which I knew what you meant by that. But apparently actual Death is a character in the MCU.
That makes sense. I think Death is also used as like a Grim Reaper character, like name for them too. So that makes sense.
But I've heard some speculation that's and it makes sense based on what was said in the last episode, that's really she's more here waiting to do her job to collect people than she is actually as a member of the coven.
Yeah.
So I
think her trial might be one and the same with Agatha's.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Or if it's
but it makes sense also that she doesn't get a trial. She literally said, I'm here to get my souls.
Right. But her trial could be, the trial of love. Can she claim whoever?
Or can she not claim
exactly
the soul?
Right. That would be the question there.
I think she's got to not claim team.
Yeah,
that's the circle.
Right, because then it comes back to she had to take Agatha's child.
Right.
And now she has a new opportunity.
I know I'm the only one in this world who still thinks that teen somehow is Agatha's child. Like I know he's Wanda's kid, but I also think he's an alternate universe. I'm sticking by it until it's proven, and it's because it's the same thing that kept me on my Jon Snow is Baratheon. for like way too long.
Interesting.
That his hair is so much darker than the kid in WandaVision.
Yeah.
And neither Wanda or Vision have dark hair. And I know he's supposed to be a goth kid, so like he can just dye his hair, but Agatha's hair is also dark.
I mean, Vision doesn't have hair.
Okay.
No.
His human form has a hair.
He does. No,
and
you're
it's
right.
like blonde.
Yes. I guess the actual like Billy Kaplan story is weird and includes like a body being ensouled by Wanda's child. So it's not like the body she created.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Kid. I think she stole Agatha's baby. I said it since day one. I think somehow Agatha's son died, and then Wanda stole him and raised him as her own in a universe. Yeah. I don't think they're the same universe children from WandaVision. Yeah. I think it's an alternate universe. But I'm just saying neither of those boys have dark black hair.
So I think that's an interesting theory. I mean, I don't think that it's any less convoluted is the word that I was looking for earlier. I don't think it's any less convoluted than what's the comic story with her kid. So I don't know, it's still in play.
I just think it's fun. And I think it's too obvious for him just to be Billy. Although the thing is that my theory kind of dies because Aubrey said that's not yours.
I just thought about an interesting theory that I was listening to. So when Agatha and Teen were talking about the sigil, and Agatha was like, well, actually, maybe I did put it on you because I wouldn't remember. Even the people who cast the sigil are like subject to it, basically. Yeah. And people were speculating, what if it was Teen who cast the sigil to protect his own identity while he's on this little mission, and he wouldn't even remember that himself, that he cast it.
I'm a little concerned about that. I'm concerned about him being a secret double agent that he doesn't even know.
That would be fun. Like
it's gonna be fun, but it's gonna make me sad because our mom can't take another heartbreak. Like, I know she's bad, but yeah, I love Agatha and I want to protect her. Yeah. I also rewatched WandaVision this week because I was trying to get clues. I got none. But... See, look at that frizz. Look at that curl.
You suck, Mom.
The Salem 7. We've been cursed. The only way to end a curse is to face it.
You wish to have the curse reversed.
That boy isn't yours.
Or maybe she means like, stop getting connected to that boy. I don't want to steal your son again. Like, that boy is mine. That boy is mine. Agatha pulled him from my little grave collector place. I think it's also really cool to have Duff be an Earth Witch, like based on like. Yes. I think that's very cool. Yes. A little fox.
Oh, these are the peeps.
Why did they use for the hot priest? Yeah. Oh.
I hope you have a dance number.
Oh.
Okay, movement.
Bubble.
God, I want to play something like this so bad. Like, I really want to play an orc. I think it's so fun.
I want to be a Crawley witch. This is like what I want to do a Macbeth.
Oh,
yeah.
When Agatha killed her original coven
by stealing their power because her own mother tried to have her executed.
Don't mess with her girl, okay?
Thank you. Only she can say things about her.
Hive-minded coven bent on revenge.
Mercy is overrated.
All right, everybody pack up your shit. Let's go!
Her in the cloakwork.
What about a Hexenbusted? Brooms? Horrible.
Yeah. What?
Why does your generation hate them so much?
Brooms have been co-opted by the holiday industrial complex as an absurd emblem of our culture.
They're fun.
And they're basic.
Pote. Delecta.
I will never forgive Hocus Pocus for making them write on those vacuums. I was like, that's a crime.
Yeah, you could have done better.
No.
You don't like owls specifically?
No,
they're all there.
Ah.
Hey, leave that teen boy alone. Interesting that they went after teen first.
Yeah, good point.
Try praying to the Divine Mother, kiddo!
Oh,
Perfect.
I haven't done this in centuries.
That was basic. Sometimes things are basic because they're fun. And everybody wants to do it. Down bad. Dad bad flying by the moon.
What's going on?
Oh.
It's forcing us down! We're going to cry!
No shortcuts.
You know about the Witches Road, California. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god.
The next trial.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Somebody do a little spell.
Run her down. Ew!
Oh. Oh. Yeah. We're in a sleepover.
How? Kiss, marry, kill?
Not Kiss, Marry, Kill Disney.
Yeah.
Forget it. You can take the training wheels off.
Oh no. Why do we do that to Patty's head? I don't like it.
Why is everybody else a kid at the
Right.
sleepover and Patty's the mom?
Right.
How do you know?
A blood moon. When the veil between
Oh,
the living and the dead is at
interesting.
its...
I would not have expected Agatha's this soon.
Wait, I thought talking to the dead was your department.
Oh, common misconception. I read people, I read time.
Good to know.
We have to Ouija.
Not the Ouija. No. I love this one,
It's
guys.
not a verb.
Come on, we have to do this.
It's not a verb.
Do not taunt the spirits. 4.
Thank you, teen. A good role.
What does that say on the back there?
For ages 3 and up. Wonder who's waiting for you.
And with what trauma?
Hard to say.
A. R.
Mr.
Mrs.
Shart?
Hart?
Oh.
How's your face?
No taunting.
Oh.
What did you do? I didn't do it! Agatha!
Oh no.
No, you're all not touching it.
Oh my.
Bringing chills and thrills and bringing on my own early demise.
Mrs. Hart.
She's not Mrs. Hart.
She's Sharon Davis.
I am.
Why did she introduce herself as Mrs. Hart?
She's Agatha.
She's just scared.
Okay. That was pretty good.
The clock is ticking.
She's scared it's going to be Nikki, right?
Mhm.
Who's here with us tonight?
D E A T
Oh.
H. Death.
Punish.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
Girl. Aubrey, stop.
My age is the first time.
Lily's being weird again!
What do they want?
think she's a retainer.
Oh.
Lilia seems to be unstuck in time.
Mm-hmm.
So the weird stuff we've heard her saying is coming from a different time.
Yeah. I hated this the first time.
And after everything she's done, the lies, the cheating.
Humiliation would work too.
I mean, or we could just slit her throat.
When people ask me why I don't have female friends.
We were clicking. There was unity.
Familiars don't get a vote.
That's not nice. Hmm. Oh. Oh dear.
Look at her face! Sweetheart, you okay? Not thinking, not thinking! Whoa, what's she doing? Where's she going?
Why?
Went straight for teen.
Mm-hmm.
Where is she? Agatha!
Oh. Mm-mm.
Okay.
What is that?
That's very old school.
Yeah.
That is a ghost. I hate ghosts.
Well, yeah.
Evanora Harkness of the Salem Isles.
Oh.
It's nice having you in my body for a second there.
And you fools have willingly joined her.
Stop embarrassing me in front of my friends, Mom.
Hmm.
They have unfinished business.
So let's finish her business.
You must finish the witch's road. Without Agatha,
Hey.
leave her with me.
No! No way!
A minute ago, you were ready to slit her throat. Yeah, well, her mother can't have her.
Why do you hate me still? You were born evil.
Thanks, Mom.
I ought to
They're
have
not
killed
very
you the
nice.
moment you left my body.
Maybe that's why she became evil. Rio playing the girlfriend that like knows all the mom trauma and is like, say one more thing.
Yeah.
The only danger to us in this trial is Agatha Harkness.
You guys are mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's good we have her powers back. Oh no, she's getting power from her. Agatha, be nice! Agatha, stop!
No, don't.
Agatha!
Who are you? And I,
Uh-huh.
Nicholas Scratch. Nicholas Scratch! Alice! Alice, come on. Alice, come on. Alice, please. Please wake up. Alice. Don't touch her! She was protecting you. But you don't deserve it.
Death comes for us all. Are you sure? You're so much like your mother.
maybe getting her powers back breaks the... She did do the squiggies.
Or is that Agatha's mom?
Come, pet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, what are you...
Whoa. What is happening?
What is... Teen, stop!
They're still in the trial. Oh.
What is happening?
You should see me in a crowd.
First of all, yeah, with these credit songs, they really did something.
I'm so glad that I remembered to block these keywords this week so that I didn't have any foreknowledge. Okay, that looked like Wanda's crown, right? Like a delicate boy version.
Yeah, but that's the like supreme, I don't know what it's called in the Marvel universe, but the supreme crown, right? Like that's what, isn't that the whole thing about WandaVision? I fell asleep at the end of my rewatch, and so the most important part I missed. But like,
are you saying something from Doctor Strange?
No. I'm saying like, wasn't that the whole thing with when they were trying to kill her at the end? Like the Scarlet Witch is like it's like a witch like reward, right? Like when you're the Scarlet Witch, I think you get the crown. Like I think WandaVision, she finally became Scarlet Witch because of the crown. And I think that crown is like the Scarlet Witch crown.
I noticed significantly that Rio did not exit the trial after Alice died.
Right.
I feel like she was busy. Just a pat on the back for us for floating the teen could have ulterior motives just before this episode started.
Right. Are you sure?
That Agatha was being weird.
I think that's a good call on the mother thing. Because also Ouija boards, you have to close it out, right?
Which he did.
He closed it, but not before. Didn't he close it?
He closed it after. Oh, and they took their hands off.
Right.
Because that was the thing. If you take your hands off, the spirits
are. They didn't do Ouija correct, which no one ever does Ouija correct in a movie. Otherwise, there won't be a movie, and that's why we shouldn't play with things we don't know about. Yeah, something was off there. Also, Rio looked at that Agatha going up the stairs, like gave a hard look. Like she also was like sus about that being Agatha.
Yes. The whole ending was weird.
Probably about teen specifically, because everyone's going for teen, right? Mom went immediately for teen. The 7 immediately for teen.
It's like in Lord of the Rings, how all of the random creatures immediately went for Frodo.
Like the chosen one, they know.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
And he might be chosen like in a bad way, like a Nick Scratch, like Rosemary, like you're the baby way.
Right.
Like it might be like that's a dark one.
Yeah. So the Nick Scratch channeling, appearance. Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting too.
Which I mean, I assumed that's who Agatha was worried about. I guess she could have been worried about Ma or whoever. But
like Nick Scratch being able, like him saying Nicholas Scratch like triggered his power. So like maybe he is Nicholas Scratch because it's like he got all of his little, like was he saying his own name? Like I would be interested to see if he doesn't get his little squigglies anymore. Like did he block himself or was he blocked because he was bad? A bad boy.
Yeah. Could be. So when Sharon died, I just felt like she's fine. I have to say, Alice, the witch dying on the road does feel a little more permanent. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Sharon woke back up in her house and went and fixed her flowers. But
I mean, we also didn't
supposed to be in the trial who dies by magic.
I feel like Sharon might be back at her house because she's not a real witch.
Yeah.
I think that's a good, but I think it feels a little like that's one of the only ways to kill a witch, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk about how dark it is that she escaped her family's curse and then the next day she's dead? That's horrible.
Right.
That's bad evil. And so is the curse even dead?
Save Agatha. That's what Lilia said in the first trial, which we now believe may well be something from the future.
Right.
So that's a goal that she has at some point in the next couple of episodes to save Agatha, wherever they've been pulled down into the swamp of despair.
I think we're going to go back in time.
Oh.
Because I hated this the first time.
Right. But I mean, that works with her
being lost in time, but I think it could also be them reliving all of these
That's
going back.
Huh.
Like, I hated this the first time.
I will say Wiccan's power apparently is blue.
And he was blue there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think it's more interesting if he's like a big bad that suppressed himself or something. Like he's like kind of got a Jekyll and Hyde situation going.
I'm thinking about what you were saying about it. Maybe he lifted the sigil when he spoke Nicholas Scratch. I think that is an interesting theory because he was different when he came out.
Right.
And this, Agatha said, sigils are broken when they're no longer needed.
Right. And I mean, I guess because of lore and mythology and just like witchiness, like names hold so much power, right? Like we're talking Rumpelstiltskin. Like when you say the name.
That's a classic Fae thing.
Yeah, too. Yes.
So I was like not feeling that episode, honestly, until like the last 5 minutes. I was like, this is fine.
We didn't lean into the trope enough, I think. Like I was like, okay, we're all.
The fact that we went into The Exorcist suddenly, I'm like, what does that have to do with like Cabin in the Woods slasher?
I think that's I do think they did a bad genre mix, right?
Yeah.
I actually think the like Ouija board thing is very 90s horror, which is more what I was saying about like I know what you did last summer. That feels that's like the 90s horror. But the like cabin, like camp thing,
right?
That's very 80s horror, but that's all slasher, which is I think their problem is that you can't do both, right? You can't mix genres. Like if you're gonna do, I think Ouija board also can be 70s because of the Conjuring series and stuff like that, like possessed objects. But they didn't go with like primly like dressed like in a house in a spooky house like with a professional ghost hunter. Like those are the people that are dealing with spooky objects,
right? But yes, the crossing genres, I think that's a good call. And maybe they said The Craft in this episode, like maybe they should have gone more 90s
again. 90s, like The Craft also makes sense for the Ouija board because they're like dumb girls experimenting with being witches.
Right.
Like, I think that's
the costumes would have been so cute.
I think that's the vibe of people that are messing around with things they shouldn't.
Yes. Right.
You know? They also could have done like the sorority girl 90s thing. Like I think this was the wrong genre.
I think they knew the costumes they wanted to put everybody in.
Right.
And
I mean, it is a horror classic.
Right.
But we aren't really doing horror classics.
That's true. We did Nancy Myers for our first trial.
Anyway,
but the ending of it was very compelling, obviously, since we've theorized on it quite a bit. So I'm excited to see what happens next.
I also am loving all of the like Aubrey Plaza, like the ex energy of like, I lived with you, like you were my wife for like 9 years.
Right.
And everything that was a problem in our relationship is because of this woman.
I was going to say, when Alice was like, 5 minutes ago, you wanted to slit her throat. I'm like, well, I don't think her dying would be a problem.
Right. Ria's like, Yeah, that was when if I slit her throat, she's with me forever.
Right.
Okay. Like that's our little romance.
Right.
She was like, she doesn't get her.
Her death and the maiden fantasies, that's a whole separate thing to
She's like,
her
that's not my
terrible
kink.
mom. Right.
You don't understand. Don't speak about it.
Yeah. Also, Aubrey Plaza is just such a fun actor because she's just a person who's always alive in the background.
Yes.
So I don't know how much you were watching her in the background of all these shots, but she was always doing something.
Just having a good time.
Yeah.
Like her, when they were like death, she was like, oh, for me. And then like when they were like punish Agatha, and she was like,
that's my favorite.
That's
actually.
my favorite. Okay. Let me bring out my handy dandy knife.
She's like, we used to do this all the time.
Crazy. Those girls are crazy. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave all of your non-spoiler theories. As just a basic rule, we kind of film, if they come out on Wednesday, we likely are filming on like a Friday or something. So just always don't spoil for the episode that has previously happened, but all other theories and theories based on the one we've just reacted to, fair game.
If you're not subscribed to our channel, we would love if you would be subscribed. Give this video a like, share it with your friends, watch it a couple dozen times if you like, just really soak it all in. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye.